Well, greetings, everyone. This is Jim Wagner, and this is a novel experience today for me. I am actually in Oklahoma visiting my son and trying something new. It just connected me up with a monitor, which I didn't have one with me, but I use the monitor because it does help me to see exactly where we're at and where we're going. So, having said that, welcome. This is today's call for Ripple, and we are excited about what's going on with Ripple. Hope you are too. I'm going to again just focus mainly on the nonprofit program, but I do have to share with everyone exactly what Ripple is, because I know we're going to have some new people on here who haven't seen our program yet. So having that said, let me begin by sharing my screen. And there we go. Okay, there we go. Ingenuity. It's good to have somebody who's good with IT acting as your backup. Having also said that, could be some noises in the background. We have two dogs here, so just bear with me as we go through the presentation, and we will get through this. So again, thank you again, and I appreciate your patience with me today. Okay, we'll ask you to put your phones on vibrate. Don't record this. Obviously, we are making constant changes and improvements to our program, and we want to make sure if you send it out, it's going to be the latest and most accurate information that we have. So having said that, let's move. Let me pull my PowerPoint here. Okay. All right, here we go. Again, this is Jim Wagner. I am with Team Posicash. I'm part of Dave's team. Been with him now for about 4 or 5 years, and excited about where we're going with Ripple. And we say at Ripple, and this is from Paul Davis. He's our managing director, and doing a little better, but he's still not 100%. And so he's not with us again today, but he is with us in spirit and is fully behind everything and doing work in the background. It's just that he's not able to physically be on board with us as far as the calls are concerned. But he came up with this saying. He said, play, enjoy, win, and share, and then give back to one who needs it. And that's what Ripple is all about. So with having said that, let's start with this. First of all, this is a very simple program. It's something that you probably have already been involved with. And so we ask you not to overthink it. And so what is it? It's basically going into the world of reward points. And I'm sure you all have had some experience with reward points at some point in time. Just think about airlines, hotels, grocery stores, games, you name it. Just about everybody is giving some sort of reward points that you can use. But most of the time you have to use it with their products. And that's fine. That's good. As a matter of fact, I use my points at a grocery store, and I save up to $1.25 a gallon every time I fill up. I can save about $35, $40 every time I fill up my car, but it's only for gas. Rewards Ripple, as you'll see, has a lot more to it than just one item. And as we go through this, you're going to see how important it is to be able to have enough points to be able to share in the rewards that we are offering everyone. But before we get started, let me show you a brief video that explains the Ripple program.
Welcome to Rewards Ripple Solutions, better known as Ripple. This is a quick video intro of what Ripple offers to their members. As you know, there are many opportunities being offered on the social sites about making you rich with their next big product. As you and I know, they are not always what they say they are. So let me begin by telling you we're not a business opportunity or a get-rich-quick scheme. Ripple is a free platform designed to help charities and struggling people around the world. The Ripple platform allows you to earn free points daily, which you divide 50-50 with a national charity, and use your points for your day-to-day necessities. Let's explain. Every time you play or participate in any of Ripple programs, you're always helping charities around the world. And the best thing is you have the opportunity to pick which charity you want to earn points for, and can change that whenever you want. On the Rewards Ripple platform, we offer many different games, surveys, and postings you can post on your social environment, where you receive points. Then these points you can use on the Ripple auction site. Yes, that's what we said. You earn free points where you can use them to bid on your day-to-day necessities, like groceries, hygiene products, food, and many other items that you may be short of in your day-to-day life. Wow, you may say, but it even gets better. Sometimes we all get behind on our bills, whether it's rent or your utility bills, or maybe you are late on a student loan or credit card payment. Well, just go to the auction site and bid on Make My Payment for Me. Crazy, right? But it doesn't stop there. Additionally, on the auction site there are luxury items, things like cruises and vacations, airline tickets, even cash money, and all these are free to you if you win the bid. The more games you play in, and the more postings you post, the more points you receive. Then simply place your bid on the product you want. And don't forget, every time you win, your points are divided 50-50 with the charity you are playing for. And guess what? They can go to the charity side of our auction site and bid just like you. In fact, we are setting a new standard for charitable organizations, as they don't have any of the red tape they normally have to go through with a traditional donation. It's simple. Let's say the nonprofit organization is looking for a pallet of water or warm clothes. They just place a bid on a pallet of water, or the warm clothes they are looking for. And if they win the bid, the product is immediately shipped to the people or organization they are trying to help. It truly is a game changer for charitable organizations. Think about it. As soon as they win the bid, the product is on the way to make a difference. No red tape, true results. In the meantime, let me tell you how this can be life-changing for you and your family. Every time you refer somebody to this exciting program, you get 20% of their winning share of points, and what's even better, 10% of their winning share of points goes to your fundraising program or vacation fund. Make sure you visit our website to get a full understanding how our referral and fundraising programs work. So sign up and start telling your friends and family or anybody you meet about Ripple, as every time they play and when you win points. And it even gets better. With some of our partners you can even win real cash all for playing in their games. So again, share this new incredible platform with your friends and family, which will make a difference in their life just like yours, as they can win their day-to-day necessities just like you. And remember, it can be anything from groceries, pay a bill, or cash. And don't forget, if they win, you win. At the same time, you are doing your part by playing for charities and winning points to make a difference to the people who need the help. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is truly to help charitable organizations and struggling individuals. Same time, make a little difference in your life by getting the day-to-day necessities, or the odd luxury items. How can you do this, you may ask? It's real simple. Our advertisers play an 8 to 12 seconds video in our games, advertising their products that fit your profile. And if you want to purchase through the ad, you often are giving a discount. By you watching the advertising, Ripple generates an income and we purchase products for the auction site. We're able to bid on the items that you want. This is truly a win-win situation for everybody. Sign up now and let's make a difference. We thank you for being part of this game-changing platform, raising funds for charitable organizations around the world. The revolution starts now. So make sure you join us on one of our weekly webinars with more. As we say at Ripple, play, enjoy, win, share, and give back to one who needs it.
Okay, that's an overview of Ripple. So, but let me go through and just highlight some of the things that you saw in the video. First of all, we're a game changer. This hasn't been seen before. You'll see a lot of organizations that will offer points, but how many of them are given to charities? There might be a few, but not very many. We are in this one, we're giving back to charity. This is I play, we win, and everybody wins. When you play and you get points, you split them 50-50 with the charity of your choice. Now, sometimes we give 100% of the points to the charity, but that's a rare thing. Most of the time, it's going to be 50-50. But our vision is to create a community where everybody benefits, players and charities alike. And you'll see that this is a program where individual interests come secondary to interests about the community and around the world. And your experience with us is going to create a lot of enjoyment because you're going to be making a meaningful contribution to the world. So how are we going to do this? First of all, we want to start with some basic things. We don't want to create a burden. This is not something where we want you to think about, how am I going to be able to afford this? No, we don't want to create any additional burden for you. We know things are tough right now for everybody, and we want to help. We want to help, not hurt. We also want to create a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction, and you'll see that in just a second. We also want to create a solution and also create excitement at the same time. So that's a pretty tall task for us to do, but we know we have the answer for it. And here it is. First of all, create no burden. There's no cost to join and become a member and start earning points. Zero. So there's no burden there. So you can just join, fill out a few different things like your name, your email address, and your phone number, just so we have ways to contact you. Set up an account with a password, and you're in. And you can start earning points. So that's no burden. Now, second of all, is create a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. If you're anything like me, you get something every single day, either in the mail, an email, or a phone call from a charity looking for money, basically. And obviously, they're good charities. They know you. Maybe you know them. And you'd like to be able to help. But realistically, in today's economy, it's tough. It's a burden to be able to take money to help a good cause, because your first priority has got to be for your family. And so we want to be able to do this, help families and help you without creating a burden. How about you? Do you need financial help? I bet most of you do. Well, if you do, there's a way with Ripple that you're going to be able to solve that. And of course, everybody likes to be a winner. But how are we going to do that? Well, let me show you how you can get points and how those points can be translated into things that you can use. First of all, referrals. As you talk to your friends and family and they fill out the form and become a member, you get points for that. Also, our winner's circle, which I'll go into a little more detail shortly. And I'll also go into detail about Match It, which is our first game that we're coming out with. Let me stop and talk a little bit about the sports games that we're coming out with. If you have any kind of sports games that you know of in your countries that are very popular, we're probably going to have a game for that. I know here in the United States, we have a couple already in the works. One is the NFL. We have been working diligently with the National Football League. We were going to do the draft, but we couldn't get all the software things done, and we didn't want to bring it out unless we had it completely correct, because you only get one chance to make a good impression, and we didn't want to roll it out before we had that done. But we're going to be doing the games, and all these games like basketball, football, cricket, soccer, even ping pong, tennis, you name it. We're gonna be able to put this out there, and you're going to be able to watch your favorite games interactively. You're going to get a series of questions, and we call it have your say. Those questions, you're going to answer those questions. If you get the questions right, you get points. If you don't get them right, points go into a bucket, and I'll show you how that's going to work too. Also, you can get credits for, you can get points for posting banners. We're going to put banners in your back office that you can take and you can post to social media sites. Whenever you post a banner, you get points. Also, our sponsors, lots of times will have you fill out a survey so that they can see if they did a good job when you visited their establishment. Fill out a survey, get points. And there's much, much more to come. But you may ask, what do you do with the points? And I'd say that's a great question. Well, here it is. You take those points and you convert them into your everyday necessities. It's in it, and we do it in an auction. And if you look at the right side of the screen, you'll see this is not what our site looks like now, but it's similar to what it'll be, where there's items up and you go in and you bid. There's a certain time limit, how long you have to bid on it. If you have the highest bid, you get that particular item. And here's some categories that we're going to be doing. And you'll see lots of different things on here that may or may not relate to your country. And if you don't see anything on there that you'd like to see, let us know, and we'll try to put it on for you, because our goal is to be able to help you in your particular situation, to be able to meet your needs and to be able to help people in your country to have an extra advantage through being able to bid on the auction. So let me explain exactly how the auction works, because it's a little different than what you normally would see. First of all, we don't want everybody just going crazy and bidding all their points on one particular item. So we say only after three separate bids, you lose your current bid points. But this is a good thing because we call it our second chance. Those points actually go into a holding bucket, and we hang on to those points until November 1st of each calendar year. At that point, everyone who has been in the program shares equally in those points. So you're going to get those points back at a time of the year when everything is important. You know, you've got meals and gifts, and it's holiday seasons, and you're going to have an opportunity to use those points to bid on the items that you need at that particular time. So here's how it would actually work. Let's say Tom and Sue are bidding on the same item. And Tom starts at 10, Sue goes to 11, Tom goes to 12, then Sue comes in at 13. Tom bids 14. Well, that's Tom's third bid. If the bid ended there, Tom would get that item. But it doesn't end there. Sue comes in and she bids 15. At that point in time, Tom loses the 14 points. But again, they go into that holding bucket and they're shared equally and in November 1st of every year. So, but Tom could actually continue bidding, but it would reset. So we would have to commit additional points, starting with 16, let's say, and moving up from there. So it would cost him a lot more than just the 14 points. And so it's a kind of an incentive to just be cautious in how you're bidding. So, because we don't want everybody to just use up all their points without on one or two items. We want you to be able to bid on lots of the items that you'd like. Charities are a little different, and I'm going to go through the charities. I'm going to go through them a little slower so you can get a feel, because charities are like really what we're all about. So first of all, we have special auctions just for charities. And the main thing about the charitable auctions, they don't lose their points. They keep their points. We don't want them to bid on items and then find out that they lost all those points and now they got to go back. So they have the same categories as far as how many bids you can put on an item and how many items they can bid on, but they do get to keep their points because we want them to be able to use those and to help themselves as they are trying to meet their mission and goals. And important things for charities. Number one, they're always looking for more exposure to their site. They're also looking for more money, and they're looking for volunteers. Well, there's a couple of things that we can do to help with that. Number one, your organization is going to be listed with the charities that players can choose to play for when they play in a game. That's exposure. Not just your people, but everybody who plays in a game will have exposure to your particular item. Your particular mission. And how that's going to happen is you're going to provide us with a 8 to 15 second video, and we're going to place it in a rotation of videos that players watch before they play in a game. Again, exposure. It shows you have 15 seconds, let's say, to present your mission and goals in a very brief way. Then now the people then have an opportunity later to go back to your site, and because maybe their interest was piqued on what you're doing and they want to help. And so this is a way that you can have more exposure. We're also going to put a link to your website on Ripple's website. So it's a way to really get your word out there. And that's basically what you're trying to do as you look to increase your exposure. So how do you take advantage of this? First of all, sign up and let us know. Sign up, fill out a form, let us know that you're a nonprofit, you're a charity, and you want to be involved with our program. Now, we also want you to get approved. We want to make sure that everybody who is in our program is in a legitimate charity. Now, I know most of you will be, but there's going to be some people that are going to come along as we go through that are just going to be charlatans, let's say, and we don't want them as part of our program. So you have to go through an approval process, show us what you're doing, and so we can approve you and give you an opportunity to be part of the program. Once you get approved, then you want to let your supporters know, because that's going to be your main source of getting people to help you in meeting your goals. First of all, you're going to tell them that they can play in a free game to get points for themselves and for your charity. And so, again, it's the same thing. It's free for them to sign up, free for them to get their own points, and free for, and they get, and in getting points for themselves, they get points for the charity. Also, tell them that they can use those points to bid on things in an auction, everyday items, or even luxury items. There's lots of ways that they can bid to be able to get things that they need or they'd really like to have. You do want to share that Ripple video with them so that they get a complete understanding of what's going on with Ripple and how it's helping both them and the charity. Also, you do want to post about Ripple on your website. If there's a better way to get the word out, I don't know, but post it on your website. So when people go to your website, they're going to see Ripple and have an opportunity to get involved with the program. Then also promote it on your social media sites like you normally would. And you'll have to, like I said before, share a short video with us about your mission. So having said all that, let me share with you how the Match It game, which is the first one that's going to be released, works. First of all, this is a game that I played for a number of years. It's a very simple game. It's very easy. It's a fun game to play, especially when you win. But here's how it's going to work. The first thing that when you get into this site, the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to pick the charity that you want to play for. Now, in your cases, you're going to let your constituents know, hey, when it comes up, make sure you pick us. Pick that, and then you're going to go into a site where you actually pick a pattern, and that pattern is going to be part of the video, the photo that you see on the left there, and in this case, you see the purple, the things in purple. That's the pattern that this particular player picked. And at the bottom, you'll see a series of numbers. Now, you don't see the numbers immediately. First of all, when the first number comes up at 11:01 on Monday morning and stays up until the game actually runs until Saturday night. But each number, when it comes up, stays up for 12 hours, and a new number comes up every 6 hours. So they pick a pattern, and after they pick the pattern, at the bottom it's going to say before your number is revealed, watch this short video. And so when they click on that video, that 8 to 15 second video comes up, and it's going to be a random selection. It could be yours, it could be somebody else's, but they will watch a video, and everybody who plays in the game will watch a video. As soon as the video is over, it comes back and it shows click on the number, and when you click on the number, if it's in your pattern, it'll show up in gold like it does on the one on the right. And if it's not in your pattern, this is a good thing too, because if it's not in the pattern, it'll say, "Oh, sorry, you didn't get one this time," but it then takes you back to the website of the organization that played the 8 to 15 second video. Again, exposure. This is where we are exposing what you're doing in a big, big way. Okay, so having said that, here's how the points are split up. So let's say on the item on the left, you see the winner in this particular case is Sue. Now Sue gets 20% of the winnings. Now that's not of the 100%. That's after the 50-50 split with the charity. So what's left, she gets 20% of that 50%. And because Tom invited Sue, he gets 20%. And because you invited Tom, you get 20%. So there's a lot of people that are going to be involved. As like if you look at you signed up Tom, you might have 10 Toms or 20 Toms or 100 Toms. It doesn't matter. Every time one of them win, you get 20% of what they won. And the same with Sue. Now all those extra people that Tom signed up, they're going to go out and share with their friends and family. And so every time you're going to get 20% of what they get. It could be absolutely humongous how many points you're going to get through by just bringing your family and friends into the program. In addition, there's 10% that goes into the winner's circle. The winner's circle is a huge thing, but that's 70%. Let me explain the rest of it to you. If you look at the diagram on the right, it shows you being the winner, and you also see that when you win, you get 0, no points go to your charity, and you're going to say, "Wow, I won all those points, and none of those points go to my charity. That doesn't seem fair." Well, look at the big picture. Because you get 0, we can then go 3 levels deep for the charity. So, like, our 3 levels up. So, in addition to what happened on the left side with the players, the 30% that go to the charities. In this particular case, you get 0, but the person who signed you up gets 10%. The person who signed them up gets 10%, and the person who signed up them gets 10%. Not them, but their charity. And so now, if you saw the big numbers on the other side, they are even bigger, because now you have people on your second level who are going to go out and get people to come in and play this game for free and win points for free. And you could have thousands of people on that third line. So instead of just a share of what you got from winning as one person, you're now going to get a 10% share of everybody who's on your third level of your winning line. So it's a great program, and it's designed for success, not just for you, but also for your charity. So how do you get those points? Here's the recipe: referrals. You get referrals every time you bring somebody to the program. They sign up again for free. They get 5. You get 5 points for every new member. If you get 25 referrals, you get 25 bonus points. Great goal to shoot for, because, like I said, you get 25 referrals out there who are also going to try to get 25 referrals, who are also going to try to get 25 referrals. You're going to have a lot of people that are going to be earning points that you're going to be able to share in. So it's an incredible opportunity just by sharing and getting referrals to come in. Then, in addition to that, we're talking about the winner's circle. We're only going to have 100,000 people in the winner's circle, and that's you. You're the pioneers. You're the people who have stuck with us, who started this program with us, and are going to help us to be able to build the program. And so those 100,000 members are going to get this. First of all, there's only 2 requirements in this program. First of all, is you have to participate in 1 auction a month and sign up 1 new member. Now, if you're not signing up more than 1 member, and that's all time, all you have to do is one new member, and you participate in this. But as I just showed you, it's going to be much to your advantage to get as many people as you possibly can to sign up. As a charity, get all your members to sign up for this, because it's going to put you in, and you're going to be able to benefit hugely, because what happens is, with this program, the total points in the pool that we put in from the Match It game will be divided at the end of each month equally between all the individuals in the winner circle. And again, there's only 100,000. We're going to have millions of people doing this, millions, without question. And as those millions of people come in, there's only 100,000 are going to be able to benefit from this. So those, as they play in the Match It game and other games that are going to be contributed to the points, you're going to be able to get incredible numbers of points. It's much to your benefit. I mean, this is so incredible what you're able to do to get points that you can then use for your everyday necessities, like I mentioned before. So you may say, how do we pay for all this? Well, remember we said those 8 to 10, 20-second videos, 8 to 15-second videos, they are from our sponsors. And our sponsors, not the charities. Charities are going to be able to be on there too, but we have sponsors who are going to put those out there. They're looking for what we call eyeballs. They want people to see what they're doing and what they're offering as incentives to come in and do something with their business. It doesn't matter. Now, we were in engagement with some of these people, and we got commitments from a number that are going to come in as soon as we can officially get this launched, and that's going to be fairly soon here. So we're excited about where we're going. We just want to make sure everything is right, and we're not going to start this until we know that we can do this and do it right. Because if you do it, like I said before, you only get one chance to make the right impression. But anyway, these organizations are going to pay for the opportunity that we're going to give them to share their information with our audience. So as they pay this, we take that money and turn around and buy items that go onto the auction site. So again, everybody wins with this. The organizations win because they're getting exposure. The charities win because now obviously they're going to be able to bid and get the things that they need, and you win as an individual for the same reason. So it's really, really great. So as we go forward from here, let me show you how you share your information. When you register, you're going to get an exclusive code, a referral code, and it's going to be in your back office. And your back office is going to look something like this, and the code's going to be on your right. You can use the QR code. You can just have somebody scan that, or I know you can also send. I know a lot of people don't like to use QR codes, but that's the way to go in a lot of cases. So in this particular case, you could just copy this code, send it out to all your family and friends and supporters, and have them register using your code, and they will be locked to you forever. And so it's a great way to start building your organization. So I've tried to get through this in a half an hour. Hopefully we made it. I think we're pretty close. And let me just say one thing. Thanks for coming. We appreciate you coming. Now, Dave will be on Saturday's call. But remember, this is now a question and answer. So if you have questions that you need answered, send them in to the help desk. Or as you come in, you can put them in the as you come in, you can put them in the chat. But we're gonna be able to answer those questions and help you to get to the point where you can really make a difference in this program. And I would encourage you to get back to the person who invited you, so that to join this call, so you can get signed up. Remember, they went out of their way to invite you, and so you're going to be able to help them. And now you can, and by helping them, you're going to be able to help yourself as well. So once again, thank you for coming. I appreciate each one of you. I know we had a few new people on today, and thank you for coming. If you have any questions, get them answered on Saturday at noon, New York time. Dave will be on with that program. Next week, I will not be available. Like I say, I'm in Oklahoma, and I've got a special engagement that we will be doing at this time next week. And Dave has said he's going to do the program next week. So we're working diligently behind the scenes to get Ripple up and running and started. So we would ask for your support, your prayers. Hang with us. It's going to happen. And when it happens, everybody's going to win. So once again, thank you and God bless.